I did not realize the cream in my lap was...
I was wondering what that was. Looking like a whole pervert. Okay.
Hi guys and welcome to Chirpse with me. Oh, did you figure out? Do you know how you want to intro yourself?
No.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Let's go.
Hi guys and welcome to Chirpse with me, your host Chloe. If you don't know, then get to know. And...
It's me, Cleopatra. Back again. What is my... My thing is, I'm still talking as though I'm not a co-host.
Yeah.
I'm officially a
You are
co-host.
the co-host, the only one.
Did we announce this last?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Because I don't remember anymore. But I'm back. I don't have an intro yet still. If you have ideas for one, text me.
Yeah, or if you see anything on socials, feel free to send it to us.
Did I say my name is Cleopatra? Mwah.
Cleopatra.
And if you don't know, then get to know.
Period.
You know.
If it's your first time here, then hey.
Like,
hey.
hello. And if you're returning, then you already know us.
Period. So if I am editing on time, this episode is coming out just before my birthday. I might drop it on the day of. Who knows? But yeah, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Glow. You're officially old.
Period. I'm turning 27 and I'm so happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. 27. Well, firstly, I'm relieved because for all the Astro bitches, 27 is often associated with a Saturn return because for most people, that's one of the times it tends to fall. Luckily, mine is next year. And so I've been prepping the last few years for 27. I've been making sure that everything I'm doing is gearing towards. So when I'm 27, I'm sorted, like I'm as comfortable and like as ready for that stage of life as possible. Yeah. To then find out that, oh no, baby, you have an extra year. I feel so cool right now.
My thing is, so I'm shortly after this episode drops, I'm going to be 30, right? A lot of my friends are, not a lot, but like a good few of my friends are older than me, so they've already been through Saturn returns. Mine is about to happen now. Glow's comes right after mine. And like for most of them, I was like, well, I'm ready. And they were like, yeah, that's not how it works. I'm like, but and they're like, what you need to know, you're just going to learn.
Yeah.
But it's also like, if you are a flexible person, then it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not doesn't matter, but like,
yeah.
it's if you're the kind of person who is unchanging or finds it difficult to
adapt.
Yeah. If you find it difficult to adapt, it's going to be hard for you. But if you kind of see the lesson, like as it hits you and you're kind of like, okay, like a game, you know, when you're just like, okay, so that's how that villain works. All right,
yeah.
So this is how we deal with that. And then you go on to the next thing.
Yeah. Honestly,
the
that's
universe
kind of...
literally just wants to help you guys. Let her.
Yeah, well, I'm a let her. Please, all. Please. But yeah, I think 27, I believe that 27 is the first real age of adulthood.
I still see it as 30. I see it as 30 because we've already talked about this in terms of like the way I see aging. You hit 18, you're a baby all over again because you're a baby to being an adult. So where someone will be like, I'm 21, I'm fully grown. You're like, what, 4, 3?
Yeah.
You've been an adult for 3 years talking about you're an adult. You can't say you're an adult because you're 20. You have been an adult for not much time, meaning you don't have experience. In the same way that you wouldn't go to a job and be like, I'm an interior designer. Okay, you're just fresh to the job. Give it a second. I feel like by the time you hit 30, you are very used to being an adult. You're used to how things run. And also, I think the reason that people kind of put like 30 as your, like 30 is the new 20s or whatever the fuck people say, is largely because people don't, your 20s are literally just for you to like make mistakes and be like, shit, this is how you do that. And then, yeah. So, but 27 is still, 27 was, your 27 is going to be great. Your 27 is not my 27. We don't need to worry about my 27.
Period.
Actually, no, my 27 was good. That was Wimbledon year.
Oh, no, that was a good year for you.
Wimbledon, I had a party in Wimbledon, not Wimbledon. I ain't no Serena over here.
But I mean, your party was probably the most iconic thing that's ever happened in Wimbledon ever. Period. And yes, I know that Wimbledon is the tennis place. Yes, I'm aware of that. But you're an icon.
My thing is more, I'm not about to go toe to toe with Venus or Serena. Now, all those other people, Andy Murray.
Yeah.
Now you are more iconic than Venus and Serena. This babe played and won. Pregnant. I'm not a badder bitch than that
And you know what?
right now.
Facts, period. Because I was about to say it. Because when he was like, I'm not about to go toe-to-toe with it. I was like, I am. But then I was like, no. When I actually started doing
I was reading a thing the other day that was like, I don't know what her name is. Another tennis player was like, the headline was, this tennis player, let's say her name's Maria, like Maria pulls a Serena by playing pregnant, but loses. And then people were like, so she didn't pull a Serena because Serena won.
Was it Maria Sharapova?
I don't know.
That's one of the only names in sports I know.
No, the way I said let's call her Maria, just like grabbing a name from the ether. It was not like,
oh, you know, sometimes it's like you guessed the answer and you think you got it wrong, but then you realize you got it right. I thought it was one of those.
It might be. Her name could have been Cindy Lou Who. I wouldn't know. What I do know is that she failed where Serena won. Right? You lost where Serena won. So it's not a Serena. So when they say you're pulling a Serena, you're actually pulling a Maria.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck that is. And do you know what? It might be Maria Sharapova. I might be right, but we'll never know. Anyway, sorry. Let's keep going.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you, as you know, my much older friend.
I will walk off this bitch right this fucking second. See the shoe?
Oh, that let go high. What else can you do?
Listen, I already offered to kiss you on your date. You said no.
I mean, when we get home, we'll see. A few more ideas. Also today we are drinking Malibu. Not sponsored by, but you know, at this point, since Buzzable don't be answering my calls yet, whichever drinks company has taste and talent and wants to come first, you can come first, innit? Even Malibu in summer, that I feel like that low-key suits my brand more than...
My thing is...
Cut this out.
Let's just move on. These are 5%. That's never your brand.
Tea. So, Malibu though, what is it with this 5%? Can we get it to like a 10? A 10? A nice 10? 9, I'll take 9. Anyways, so obviously we talk about dating a lot on this podcast. I mean, I fucking hope so. last few episodes have very much been about dating. But I wanted to ask, have you told people how old you are? / do you mind people knowing? Because I
said I'm 30 already on this.
Okay, cool.
No, you know, my thing is, yeah, and you know me well enough to know this. For the most part, I'm an open book, except when I'm not. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're literally sat next to me.
I'm like the openest book, and things that I don't even know are sensitive to me. I'll suddenly turn around and be like, which one? Sorry, which one? I still get fucked up with this. Anyway.
No, same. I'm like...
Because I don't want to turn away from her too much.
Audience.
But no, yeah, the things that I... Like, sometimes someone will ask me something, I'm like, in my head, before I say anything out loud, I'm like, that's none of your fucking business. And I'm like, Cleo, all they did was ask you what you had for dinner yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what... That feels crazy personal. Ask me what color my pussy is, I'll guarantee I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
It's the color that everyone says.
Yeah.
But like, it's yeah, there's just random things that I'm really personal about. My age is not one of them.
Well, so yeah,
Come to me in a couple months though, it might change.
As you know, my 30-year-old big sis. Well, you won't be 30 by the time this episode comes. In my head, I thought you would be. No.
No.
As my 29-year-old big sis, I wanted to ask you, at this current moment in time, dating-wise, what is the oldest and youngest you feel comfortable dating or would want to date?
Go to hell. No,
Sorry, I just remembered things.
Yes, you did. I mean, so as a very general rule, don't go too much younger. Like, I would maybe go to 28. And maybe like if I really like you. Well,
you're primarily dating
I'm about to be 30 though.
Yeah.
But even in women, I just wouldn't go. It's kind of maybe like 3 years max, and it entirely depends on the person. If you are 27, but you are so mature for your age, you really have your shit to get. Like, I would date you.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is very person to person, and I
say
that a lot because I say that a lot because I'm a personality babe. Where people will be like, okay, so what's your type? And I'm like, what kind of person that I like? I don't know. And they're like, no, but like, describe your type. And I'm like, and then they'll be like, okay, so who's your celebrity crushes? I'm like, Well, it's Amine and Hozier, but it's again because of what I see of their personality, I'm attracted to. They're also physically attractive.
But they have nothing in common apart from we both make music.
This is it's not even that, it's the way that like when I watch their interviews and I'm like, oh, I love how you care about this.
Yeah.
I love how every single word you write down really feels like it's spilling out of you, as opposed to like, you're not writing a hit, you are writing a song that happens to end up, working very well for you.
Yeah.
And the way that they write, like, I always say this to you, like, that Jose interview where he's like, Lolabetical. Fucking hot. Hot. And it has nothing to do with his face, babe. Like, he's 6'7" and he looks like he's lived in the forest his whole life in the best ways.
I got to do something for Gen Z now.
He's taller than you. I knew that would shut you up.
And you know what? I'm so glad that he's taller than me because I am the perfect height. I don't want to be any taller, any shorter. Put that in your little book, bitch. Alright, so
yeah,
I do want to move on to dilemmas in a second, but
okay.
I will say that I think, strangely enough, as I've gotten older, my age bracket has like actually gotten more lenient because the older you get, the more age disparity there is at whatever age you're at. I guess I think when I was 22, most 22-year-olds felt like we're around the same level of maturity and Now I'm 27. And I'm like, most niggas my age are not.
No.
Pardon me, where I need them to be.
Yep.
So then my options are older, younger.
Mm-hmm.
What I found is that older people who are just like within like, a couple years older than me, they tend to have like a sense of like stability that I crave and that I admire and that I find really attractive.
But this is what I mean. But if you found like a 23, 24-year-old who had that stability and like...
I might prefer the 23-year-old. And I'm going to tell you why.
But this is my thing. That's what I mean when I say it depends. Person to person, it depends.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because I find that on an aesthetic level, unfortunately, even I don't dress how I dress in my heart. Like, I have not matched my aesthetic yet. The people who match my aesthetic are usually 23. 23 is the median age. I have data on this because you know me. And in terms of like political, moral, and like just the way people think, I find that, obviously I'm Gen Z, but I'm like older Gen Z. I find that people who are like older Gen Z and bang in the middle of Gen Z are mentally aligned with me in that like we have the same sort of like cultural nuances and cultural kind of a zeitgeist, but politically, morally, and in terms of how you communicate, very much aligned with me. When I go older, I find that you might be politically aligned with me, morally at surface level, but then when we start to get into the nuances of things, I'm like, you're transphobic. You don't understand what non-binary is. Even there's like certain things where it's like, oh, like if I'm walking into a room with Gen Z, I assume that most of you have at least a base level concept of non-binary where you could hold a conversation.
Yes, but how many of our friends have disappointed us in that regard?
Our friends disappoint you daily. Anyways.
But no. But yeah, the way I want, I just want to really quickly say, in terms of that, I have a similar thing. I think when it comes to politics, you could be 18 and have terrible politics. You could be 45 and have terrible politics. You could be 30. But when it comes to like reference points and stuff, yes, okay, it kills, like it kind of sucks. But I would say I would still go older because I can explain things to you. The only things that is culture from that point on.
Culture.
Because I will meet someone and I'll be like, do you know the candy dance? And they're like, no. I don't want to teach you that shit. I don't want to teach you. I don't want to teach you. I don't want to teach you. Yeah. Anyway.
That being said, I think because my last relationship, my partner was 23 at the time we started dating, and then he turned 24 like in the midst of us dating. And I thought he was like, I think he really was aligned with me in terms of like most of those criteria. And then it's only kind of like in the second half of a relationship where I was like, oh, you are politically, morally, and like kind of like intellectually aligned with me, but like emotionally and in terms of maturity and life experience, you don't have that.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how big that missing part was until, And so it's made me reflect. I'm like, okay, cool. Him as a baseline, he is the best person I've ever dated, the most like set person I've ever dated mentally and emotionally and like personality wise. So 24 is the lowest I would date seriously.
Bro.
As a marker. Upper, there's no limit.
Same.
Honestly, at this point,
no, cap.
At this point, but also realistically, I'm not.
If they need to, because my thing with people after a certain age is that they kind of, the pop culture things that I think are real, they think are dumb. Which I get in the same way that, like, I hear as much as, and I'm not bashing anyone, but I've been seeing a lot of press recently about, like, Trim, for example, who's doing her first performances now.
Yeah.
People are like, wow, she's so dedicated. Look at her go. And I'm like, the babe is out of breath. She only got like 3 songs. No, sorry. I'm not insulting you. But my thing is, the comments that I've been seeing, cut the fuck out.
No.
Cut them.
No. I want to talking about, bro.
Like, no, I love Trim to turn up to. But my thing is more that, like, my generation, and especially more people older than me, because I didn't see Michael Jackson in his fucking prime. Wasn't born that late. But, like...
I didn't say nothing.
When a lot of the comments that I see are, no, we can't be serious. I'm from this generation and I think this is ridiculous. How are y'all doing this? And that's kind of how I realize things are going to be after a certain age. Is that I'm going to be like, oh, guys, but... And they're going to be like, yeah, but I grew up listening to, depending on how old I go, Temptations, right? Or Michael Jackson in his prime. And, like, I understand I cannot compare to that. And if I have to have the Beyonce versus Michael Jackson discussion with a person that I am meant to love, I'm going to kill him. So...
Yeah. No, real.
Unless we agree to disagree and you never bring it up again, I'm going to kill him.
No, real.
Yeah.
Just to that. But yeah, just to wrap that up. Oldest I would date realistically 45, but you need to be culturally equipped to handle a Gen Z.
It's more, I just need you to kind of be, I need you to at least understand and be open to. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't agree and you're like, yeah, but what about this? No, I get it. I'm not agreeing that, you know, Ice Spice is the best musician in the world. I'm just saying you have to be open to me playing you some of her songs so that you can at least hear what people are talking about when they talk.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it either, by the way. You just have to be open enough to not be like, I'm not even listening to this. Like, you know, that attitude, that's what pisses me off.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna give you guys some tea. So the reason I bring up this topic, no, don't worry, we're not talking about him. Okay. The reason I bring up this topic is because I am currently I found myself in 2 talking stages. They started around the same time, and they are both on opposite sides of the spectrum for me. One is a 31-year-old.
You keep saying that like it's a massive age. He's literally 1 year older than me.
I know. No. But babe, I need to understand.
The other day, the 3 of us, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying something, and Glow was like, you have to remember, babe, he's 31. I said, Glow, he's born in 95 and born in 96.
Okay,
what are we talking about?
I need to understand that my brain, lockdown tax. So my brain thinks that it's younger than it is. And it's something that
so does mine, but I have to place myself back.
No, because in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far from 31. But no, yeah, so I'm dating a 30, dating?
Oh.
My talking stages, whatever you want to call it.
Love them both.
Seeing each other. We see each other. He's a 31-year-old, non-black. In fact, white, Portuguese.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a little
say that, and I was like, I don't know.
Mediterranean white, not like Caucasian white, right?
Yeah. It was giving Middle East. It was giving. I can't say what I was about to say. God damn.
You crazy?
Oh no. As in, not about him. But you know when you start to describe someone, and then I'm like, I was about to say something, describe him in a way that it wasn't even offensive. I was just like, Cleo, that's not how you describe people.
And this is the difference between Gen Z and millennial.
Oh fuck off! Oh fuck, all the way off.
Ooh, oh my God, we should rebrand and be like, I don't know.
I will kick you in your fucking kneecap. I will kick you in your kneecap.
How am I talking about?
I'm gonna beat your ass. How about it?
And then the other one is a black, I believe he's 22, a black 22-year-old. And they're just vastly different personality types. Very much like the 31-year-old very much gives like, I'm chill, I know what I'm doing, I'm stable, life is chill, I'm very like low-key.
Truly stable. The babe could drive. I feel like that's such an independent thing to me.
Yeah.
That feels like adulting.
Especially as somebody who has no desire to drive in the city.
Same. But this is like when I was younger and my cousins, because they both, as soon as they were like 17, 18, like whenever it was legal for them individually, because I think the driving age went up to 18 like for the year ahead of me.
Okay.
Like, like in school where I've just missed out by a little bit, by like a couple, whatever. Both my cousins learned to drive at like 16 or 17. And I was like, that is so grown up of you. And to be fair, they are doing the grown up thing. They're living almost like Essexy lives where they drive, house, kids, relationship. And I'm just like, listen, the complaints you tell me about your baby dad sound awful. Keep them.
No, honestly, keep them. Keep them. But in my little young hoe, my little white end, I don't like calling black men white ends. It feels.
Ironically, but never seriously.
Yeah. Ironically, yeah. I like it when like middle-aged people call me a white end. But anyways, so my little that's what I call him. My little yeah. Like he be energetic. Like he be FaceTiming me randomly, calling me randomly at like 8 a.m. in the morning. He FaceTimed me randomly at 5 a.m. the other day, and it was not on a day when he knew that I was going to be awake from the club. He just did that.
I would have hung up so bad. But it's nice to have the excitement.
No, but
nice
he was
the energy.
He was right because my phone's always on silent. So the only reason I knew that he was calling me at 5 a.m. is because I was already awake. And so, and it's also a thing of like...
I do this sometimes. They know we live together.
Babe, I need you to let me land. We need to go into dilemmas. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so he's very energetic. He takes initiative in a way. They both take initiative in a way that right now I'm feeling quite avoidant because of my breakup. They're both very initiative takers. My little he booked himself in to come and stay at my house. I didn't offer. He was just like, yeah, if you're free at the end of the month, I'm gonna come down see you. I can stay for a day or two. And I was like, yeah, you can. No, but you can. And I like them both in different ways. Obviously, is younger than my age quota to date seriously. And I'm not thinking about dating seriously at this point. I'm just letting life happen to me. But he's shown characteristics where I'm like, by the time I'm ready to date, you may have proved yourself.
Okay.
And he's proving himself right now.
It's because I don't know this one. I have a preference.
No, she does.
I have a preference.
She does. Also, fuck all of that. It's summertime, baby. And I'm the birthday. I'm the birthday. I'm the birthday. And your birthday next up. We the birthday. Okay, we're going to do 2 of you guys' dilemmas before we have to close. And then we're going to come back with another dilemmas, a purely dilemmas episode just for you guys.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do the ones that were sent in because they've been waiting since the start of March. You want to read this one? Okay. Dilemma time. She, her, age 25, London. Birthday party outfit woes. This is about my birthday. This was sent in. This is not one of the ones I prepared.
Oh.
An acquaintance of mine is hosting a birthday party soon and has made it very clear they want colourful outfits. My wardrobe is more monochromatic because it fits my chic aesthetic and I never look bad in greys/blacks. Do I fork out on a new outfit just for this acquaintance or go in my chic outfit and risk sticking out like a sore thumb? Firstly, it's my birthday. Don't stick out like a sore thumb unless you're part of the quiet council, which is the inner circle. In which case, yeah. As long as you're not out dressing my best hoe, you can do whatever you want, baby. And no such thing as too simple. You will be fine. I promise you.
I think I know who this is. Yeah, babe. Just to be honest, well, I can't speak for your birthday, but as a general rule, I would just be like, push yourself out of your comfort zone, but never to a point where you feel so deeply self-conscious that you want to go home.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm a no color babe, as you can tell.
To be clear, she's the only person who will be wearing all black on my birthday.
But yeah, sometimes when I do too much with the color, I do just feel like, oh God, I feel like a daisy. I feel like everyone's looking at me. Oh God, and I just want to leave. Do what you can. Don't do too much. Also, it's the 27th. It's not like it's a big one.
You would know.
And would.
But
at least I'm gonna live to 30.
My thing when it comes to my events, I never want people to have to buy new clothes.
Agreed.
So I would rather
This is what I didn't want to set any rules for your birthday.
Yeah. I would much rather you make an effort. You've been very explicit
about the theme. When me, I'm just like, come how you're happy.
Yeah, come as you are. Yeah, very much like, if you have to come in all black and grey, that's so fine. Try and make an effort. Layer something. Like accessorize.
Accessorizing is the way.
Accessorizing is more important than the colours for me. Because Yeah, the reason I said colors for everyone is because I know, especially the straight men, they might make less effort with the actual fit itself. And so at the very least, I want them in something bright.
Yeah.
But you're fine.
Also, for the theme of the birthday, I have stolen, this is all glow story. Birthday episode, he the birthday.
I'm the birthday. Okay, let's see if we can fit both of the other ones in. Okay, this one's from a boy, age 24, city, London.
Yeah.
Title is, normally and stereotypically, I'm a bottom, but I want change. Oh, dilemma is.
Oh, God. So, I feel like I know who this is too.
I left my last relationship because I started to develop more into my sexuality.
I don't.
Being a bottom was always my norm, but as I'm growing and developing, my sexuality... So I left my last relationship because I started to develop more into my sexuality. Being a bottom was always my norm, but as I'm growing and developing my sexuality... I'm realizing that bottom to top sex is extremely boring. Oh, okay. I want something more fluid and easy. The guy I'm talking to now, around 6-7 months, has expressed previously bottoming, but now also is at a point in life only feeling comfortable topping. We haven't explored the topic or had more conversations about it, but quite frankly, I don't want to beg it and have to ask. More so because I don't want to ask if it's something we can explore and hear a no. Hearing a no would leave me in a predicament of leaving because of sex. What do I do? Love you and thank you. I have the answer in that, firstly, love you too. Me being cheeky, hit me up. Anyways, but no, you are avoiding asking what you need to know and want to know because you are afraid that the answer is going to be, hey, we are incompatible, and you're afraid that that means that you might have to walk away. It doesn't have to be that black and white. You might broach the topic and then your partner's just like, actually, do you know what? I am actually open to bottoming more, but I have certain hang-ups regarding like my identity and how I'm perceived that make me feel less comfortable. You don't know where the conversation will go. By the end of that conversation, you guys might have met a middle ground, but you only know if you give this person the chance to speak for themselves. You cannot assume, because when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. Thoughts?
I would say, it depends where you are, because I feel like with dilemmas, there's always a bit of like an unanswered question, because I want to know if you know why he stopped. Because if it's, I think it's a similar thing, like obviously, but like in terms of like BDSM, you have a similar dynamic where like there's a lot of subs, or like in the other way where it's like there's, for example, I don't know, not a lot of dominant women for a growing and huge group of dominant or submissive men, to where they just kind of go, or the ones that I personally know, they just kind of go to where they need to go in order to find their thing. I would say the first thing to do is to speak to this person and express this, but kind of try and figure out or ask them why. Because it might just be like, when I was doing all of that, it was just a little bit too much. And I don't, it's not necessarily, I never want to do it again. Because I fear that what this person is, it's that I don't want to do, like, I don't need it, or I don't want to do it with, different people in sort of a hookup culture. But if I was in a relationship, it might be different.
Or if I was describing me right
with
now.
Someone. Yeah.
Like, I'm not a bottom, but I have a desire to, in that, like, I would love to be 100% first. So yeah, I want to bottom, but I wouldn't bottom for like 80% of the people that exist on this planet. But if we're friends, or like, we're partners, or we have that kind of rapport, or if I'm really fucking feral and I really want to bottom, and you match the physical look of the type of person I want to bottom for, sure. So again, there's so many nuances and circumstances. You only know if you have that conversation. So have that conversation. Please let us know how it goes, because I would love to know for myself and to know for other queer men. And okay, we've got 4 minutes. Last dilemma. She, her, age 22, London. Oh, I'm really happy it's another London one. Title is, my man who isn't my man won't make it official because he's a slow burner. Dilemma. I've been seeing a guy for 6 months. He really wanted a chance with me previously, and when I stopped seeing my previous talking stage, I gave him a chance. We connected deeply and have been very happy until recently, talking about the future, marriage, kids, and we create together as often as well as support. Let me read that sentence. We connected deeply and have been very happy until recently, talking about the future, marriage, and kids, and create together often, as well as supporting each other mentally, emotionally, etc. All in all, that's my bestie and my lover all in one. Things started to go downhill in January when I noticed he's very stubborn and hard-headed. When we talk about it, he admits he is, and also blames the fact that he's Nigerian and a traditional man. Side note, he complains often about how women hate men and men are victimized, but I'm not a man-hating woman and demonstrate this often. He hasn't taken me on a date in 5 months, despite making a list of things we were going to do together at the beginning stage. I had to argue with him pre-Valentine's Day to justify why I deserve to be treated. He expressed that, again, men don't get anything. Oh, I'm gonna need to hold it because I'm about to explode. Men don't get anything and women get it all. Even after I explained I would be treating him for Valentine's too. I've explained to him come February that I needed a title and for us to commit. After he said he wanted to give me a copy of keys to his place. I explained that I feel taken for granted. We've started arguing more, no dates, and I'm always expected to just see him at his house when he's done what he needs to do. We also spend excessive amounts of time on the phone, which I don't like, and communication gets blurred, and we argue. When I've told him I want us to be together officially, especially as we want a future together and talk about it often, he tells me he can't because he doesn't know if I'm responsible and capable of being in his daughter's life as well as his life. I explained to him that I can't wait a year for him to figure out if he wants to pursue our next stage of seriousness with me, and that I can't spend day in and day out trying to prove myself, especially when he doesn't make an effort with me anymore. He's told me he's stressed and broke. I told him a free art gallery date costs nothing to organize, and he told me he doesn't have the mental space. Also, recently, when we've made plans, he's been cancelling them because his baby mum will let him know of a change of plans concerning their daughter last minute. I brought this all up to him and we argued on and off for 2 weeks, not seeing each other in person due to his busyness. I ended it in the heat of the fights over call, but have been letting him know I want to make it work and for us to try again, but properly, putting the work in, compromising and making plans more often. He's not really been replying and has said when the dust has settled, we can talk. Do I try to push for us to try again or leave it? Okay, so on one, we're gonna tell this person what to do. 3, 2, 1. Leave him, sis. Please, leave him. What are we talking about?
Are we serious?
I want to hear your thoughts because I have nothing nice to say.
Neither do I. How old is she? He's 24.
Yeah.
You'll find someone better.
And he got a kid. On top of all this, he got a kid and a baby mum. No, leave it.
It just sounds like a mess. It sounds like you're begging for this man who does not want you, girl. He doesn't want you, girl. It doesn't even sound like he like you. You were right to end the relationship and you should keep it that way. Don't go back. It's not worth it.
And you know, I really hate men like this because there is genuine validity in some of the kind of like concerns and anxieties that men have around dating. If I was a straight black man who was my age and had my experience, I would probably feel a bit like as well. But I'm like, you're just a misogynist. Like, sorry.
He's a cunt.
No, he is. Because also, I promise you, sweetheart, if he does not feel, you are the victim in this relationship. Like, I'm so sorry, you've made so many contingencies and compromises and like given so many suggestions of how he can be a lower effort partner to you and still just show up, and he is unwilling.
Which, I've just come out of one of these. Not exactly like that. That sounds awful. But I've just come out of one of these where it's like you feel like you are giving 90%, and they're giving 10, and you're like, yeah, but it will all work out eventually. Once they have it, they'll give 50. They won't. And by year 2 of your relationship, even if he does end up asking you out, by year 2 of your relationship, you are going to be drained. You're going to be exhausted. It's just not worth it. Find someone who makes you happy that you don't have to fix.
Yeah, and if I'm being so honest as well, he's not making you happy. You're definitely not making him happy. He's not making himself happy. He's making himself very unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of his unhappiness is him making himself stay with you, because everything that you've said about how he's acting or not acting towards you is giving a neglectful partner. It's giving resentment. So like, I don't know what you need to do, but the one thing I need you to do is leave. Like, please. And this one's giving like leave and cut contact. This is not
Yeah.
somebody that you keep in your life. And that's coming from me, who
And right now he's expecting you
loves
chase
to have
him.
an ex in my life.
Don't, like, he's asking you to chase him. Don't chase him. Like, I can't say that. Anyway.
Also, I hate niggas with no comprehension, because it's like, okay, if we are, let's say if I'm a man, no, if I'm a woman dating a man, right, and it's very early stages of the relationship, and I come to my partner and I say, hey, I know that in Western society, this is the framework for how man and woman date. That doesn't work for me. I also like to feel like treated. I like to feel seen in my relationship. I like more, like I have emotional needs. These are my emotional needs. Can you meet them? I'm giving you the chance. And if you can now come to me and say, oh yeah, like I plan to treat you for Valentine's Day as well. I would love to plan some dates sometimes. Oh, here are ways in which I can serve you as a partner as well as you serve me.
Okay.
That's fine. And that's exactly what you've done here. Because he voiced his anxieties and you were like, I know, but babe, I was always gonna consider you for Valentine's Day. And the fact that he's still so insistent, that means that that's not his actual point.
Yeah.
He's not listening to you, and he's not also seeing what's happening in his relationship. He lacks comprehension.
Also, I will say, try and avoid relationships where your man will like lump you into this thing of like, well, women do this. Well, this is what women do, quote unquote. Because even inherently, you should not be, quote unquote, women. He should know you as a person. He should understand kind of who you are and be able to speak to you. We're not talking about random women on Twitter.
Yes, because it feels like he's projecting like everything he's internalized from like the misogynistic red pill shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, no matter how good you are as a partner, he's always going to put you in this framework, which actually says a lot more about him and his politics than it does about you.
Agreed.
This is a demon.
There's no reason for y'all to.
And with that, thank you for tuning into another episode of Chirpse podcast with me, your host, Glow, and...
Bye.
Period. Tune in next week. Mwah. Bye.